a plastic surgeon born in a family of hereditary doctors, familiar with the need only by hearsay, and the daughter of a simple nurse and the owner of a small stationery store who has been averse to studying since childhood. What could they have in common? However, he will fall in love with her with all his heart and try to reshape the chosen one in his own way. When he does not succeed, he hastily shoves her lifeless body into a sports bag in order to dump the terrible cargo from the plane into the ocean, hoping to hide the traces of the crime he committed forever. At that moment, Robert Birnbaum did not repent at all for what he had done, but on the contrary, he even felt relieved when he saw the corpse of his wife Gail Katz, hidden in a bag, disappear into the abyss of huge waves. Gail was a real headache for her family. Wayward, unpredictable, she leaves home at the age of 17 and, to the amazement of her parents, goes to university. And here begins a new streak in the biography of the girl. The owner of an ordinary appearance, but like a magnet attracting all the dark vices of the surrounding world, Gail seems to break off the chain and within a short time manages to earn a reputation as a bad girl. The university takes a back seat because going to classes every day and pretending to be an exemplary student is, in her opinion, a complete mockery of personal freedom. So Gail Katz went all out. Illegal drugs, alcohol, a constant change of gentlemen. She seemed ready to cross a dangerous line and step into a bottomless abyss. Paradox. Homely Gail had incredible success with men who easily, as if hypnotized, fell under her influence. Such a life, of course, did not lead to good. Once Gail even tried to commit suicide, being in a deep depression. The girl was twice admitted to a psychiatric clinic, underwent appropriate treatment. Her parents and relatives anxiously monitored her condition, realizing that Gail was on the verge. And suddenly, against the background of a monotonous and boring existence, a dream man appears, about whom almost every girl dreams. Robert Birnbaum was rich, handsome, fluent in several languages, a dashing racer, a brave pilot, a future doctor. At the first acquaintance, Gail will seem to Robert to be a strange, unusual girl, not at all like the others. They start dating. One day, Robert will promise her the sky in diamonds, and together, they will make a dizzying flight over Manhattan on a rented plane. Gail was charmed by his nobility, the subtlety of his manners. Soon they would settle into a luxurious apartment on the fashionable Upper East Side, and by the spring of 1982, they would decide to get married. Sylvia, Gail's mother, almost fainted when she found out about this. From joy. She has been carrying the idea of a fix all her adult life. Be sure to marry her eldest daughter to a rich doctor. Luxury, comfort, a charming, loving groom next to her, fulfilling any whim. Everything pleased Gail, and she could call herself the happiest bride in the world. Only once will Robert break this idyll. He will say that he does not tolerate tobacco smoke and will demand that Gail quit smoking. She seems to agree with him, but an unpleasant aftertaste will remain on her soul. Then he suddenly doesn't like the way Gail dresses. And she will take this remark with a conciliatory smile until Robert's out-of-the-ordinary act happens. For no reason at all. He would become jealous of Gail's pet cat, who was her pet. Somehow returning from a walk, she will see a terrible picture. In the bathroom, Robert coolly and methodically drowned the cat in the toilet. In complete hysteria and broken feelings, Gail calls her younger sister Elaine and tells about what happened. She will say in response, "Get rid of Bob and leave the cat." On October 2, 2000, the trial begins, at which Robert Birnbaum will act as a defendant in the murder of his wife. This will be a shock not only for Robert, but also for his wife Janet, who never doubted her husband's innocence for a second. In the state of Dakota, a wave of public indignation rose. Many did not believe that the smiling, attractive Dr. Robert Birnbaum, who had done a lot of good for people, was a sophisticated and cold-blooded killer. On October 24, 2000, the jury finds Birnbaum guilty of second-degree murder. He will be sentenced to life imprisonment. Robert never admits to the crime. And only in December 2020, at the parole hearing, he suddenly bursts. I just wanted her to stop yelling at me. And then I attacked her. I flew out, opened the door of the plane, and threw it into the ocean. Robert Byronbaum, a noticeably tired and haggard man, will shout these words, not at all like the prince from the past who promised Gale to show the sky in diamonds.